So I'm gonna talk about a little bit. We're gonna be playing the Angel's Message, but I want to talk about the bans a little bit because metalman has shown himself to be the true heel of the tournament by first banning Frat Brave, which everyone wants, and then banning Shout, which is objectively the best song in this whole tournament.
Now, Angel's Message is not an easy chart.
This is one of the first charts that I just repeatedly. I played through everything up through round 2 as a sort of a primer for this, and this was the first part I gave up on. The Angel's Message is actually fuck you.
The Angel's Message is pretty crazy chart. It has not a lot of incredibly complicated patterns, but if I remember correctly, the 1-5-1s are going to hit, and that's where being a precise player is pretty difficult. If you get lost in the movement, you can very easily do a wrong direction spin. And I believe we'll also be seeing, yeah, there they are, the 1-5-1s. We're going to see metalman's patented technique for those, where he simply goes one direction. However, he's not doing that right now. He's actually going both directions.
Maybe we'll see it a little bit later. I think maybe he's decided that this early in the song, not very good idea to take those sorts of risks, especially because it's an easy enough pattern to just hit the standard way.
Yeah, it is. There is nothing weird about the pattern. It's just, this chart, it's harder than any base game chart, I believe. It may not be rated higher, but I think it is. Just with the amount of 1-5-1s that the chart asks you to play.
So we have had a couple misses from HedgeWizard at this point, 3 misses.
Yes, he has been missing.
Metalman's still on the same pace, so I mean he has no way of knowing this, but he can take risks with the chart at this point.
Right, and I think he has practiced a lot of these charts, and so he probably has a path in his head for the chart, and it may be that he doesn't use any of his weird techniques. He may just play this super standardly, and you can definitely see when he's not playing sliders, you can see that really binary keyboard movement between match notes.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing to me is I've actually tried to emulate metalman's style. I do have my A and D keys bound to left and right wheel movement, and I never can move fast enough. I actually don't understand how he does this, because it seems like in order to actually make that happen, you just need to have a level of sensitivity on your mouse key, on your keyboard keys, such that the game would be unplayable for mouse or something to that extent.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how he does it. And the other thing is he's putting a lot of stuff on his left hand. The more actions you can split up between your hands, because the more actions you can split up between your hands, the easier the game becomes, at least in my opinion. But metalman's put a lot of the movement aspect of the game, along with, I believe, the beats on his left hand. So he's doing so much with one hand, and when you think about doing a lot of stuff between your fingers, it's kind of difficult. You have a lot of fingers that will just move when you move your other fingers.
True. However, if you think about the actual arrangement of the game you're playing, by the way, Metalman did have his first miss, so we no longer have a full combo face, but he's leading by 4,000 points. 5,000 actually. But if you think about the way that the game is separated out, what you're doing with your mouse hand normally is all tap notes, which are much more common than any other note in the game, plus all wheel movement, and then your left hand is only doing beats. So what Metalman's doing is actually separating out the most common note is still the tap note, which he still clicks for, and then he's doing all of the spin movements with his left hand, and so he's sort of separating out, I think, to a more equal distribution of hand patterns, essentially. And I think there's very little overlap where he's using both hands to, he's never doing mutually exclusive things. We don't have a lot of movement into tap, but the the important thing is that you're never going to have a situation where a tap note and a spin will happen at the same time. So your mouse hand is never doing mutually exclusive things. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that that arrangement that he has actually does result in a more equal distribution of movement between his two hands. All right, there we go. So Error Online as charted by Programmatic from Anamanaguchi.
This chart is quite a lot of fun. Definitely on the easier side of customs. Because a lot of custom charts definitely go... It's like... kind of go into the really crazy area.
Yeah, this is a more down-tempo affair. There's a lot of match note strings and everything like that. We're seeing this intro is almost exclusively match notes, for example.
And there's the patented Metalman technique of just all left. It looks so strange when he's doing it, and HedgeWizard is going to drop a hold right at the beginning. Dropping, oh, he drops another beat hold.
That's unfortunate.
And then just, he's going to miss as well. Lots of cascading misses in a row. Not going to be very beneficial for HedgeWizard. He's going to have to hope that Metalman has quite the mess up later on.
Yeah, he's already racked up a several thousand-point deficit. I think he's about 3,000 behind right now.
Something like that. Now, I do believe in HedgeWizard's favor, Metalman does play with clear notes on misses. So, one miss for Metalman in the wrong spot could clear out a lot of score potential for him.
True. However, in order for that to happen, we need to have what's I like to call a compound miss, which is to say two or more misses happening at the same time. At that point, the most consequential issue is that Metalman will be at a ×1 multiplier, which is what happens when you miss two notes at the same time. And you need to build a 55-note streak in order to recover your multiplier at that point.
I do believe that HedgeWizard did not ever drop to a ×1, and all of his misses happened within 55 notes. So it is very possible that a single clear note from Metalman could save HedgeWizard here, as he has not missed again. But that beat spam is going to kill him again, but so did Metalman.
Yeah, Metalman overbeat. Metalman, I think, overbeat and HedgeWizard underbeat.
Yes, that did appear to be what happened. I didn't see the miss pop up on Metalman's stream. However, I did see it on HedgeWizard, but they both dropped to 3x.
No, HedgeWizard dropped to 2x and Metalman dropped to 3. It was a brief period for HedgeWizard, though, because it was a very note-dense section.
Okay. I don't think that's going to fix the score deficit for HedgeWizard very much.
No, it's hard to tell with his background, but I believe we're at a 4,500 roughly point lead for Metalman.
Yeah, they're pretty in sync here, and it appears to be about 4,000 plus points ahead for Metalman, which is quite the lead, and be very difficult for someone of Metalman's caliber to lose that lead. Especially on a song that's as consistent as Air Online difficulty.
Yeah, and we're winding down to the last third of the song, so we're also running out of opportunities for these sort of misses to happen. While we're at it, I want to talk about what the different note types and their implications for these misses, because every note that you see contributes 1 to your combo, for the purposes of generating combo for score. We saw a clear out of Metalman.
Oh, that is, yeah.
As well as a miss out of HedgeWizard. It's a more impactful miss for Metalman. I want to talk about why that is. We did see another miss out of HedgeWizard, unfortunately. So each note contributes the same amount of score to your combo, basically. And when you see a compound thing, like a note and a beat tap together, that contributes 2 to your combo. However, the note values aren't the same points-wise. The base value of a tap and a beat note is 8. The base value of a match note is 2, and the base value of a spin or a hold is 8 plus the value of the ticks, so variable based on the length of the hold. Or the spin.
Yeah, missing a long hold is huge. If you miss a long hold or a long spin, the ramifications are very bad, because a long spin can easily be worth 1,000 points. On top of that, you're still going to have to build that combo back up afterwards.
Exactly, as opposed to missing a match note heavy section, which is virtually inconsequential.
Yeah, you can, if there's a long match string and you just miss one, it's nothing.
Yeah, you're losing 6 points per missed combo opportunity from ×1 to ×4, as opposed to 24 points, for example.
Or
so
up,
you see the
up
final
to
scores.
1,000.
It looks like 66,000 to Metal versus 60,000 for HedgeWizard, so about a 6,000 point lead for Metalman. We'll take the setup 2-0. We are on to the third song now.
And the third song is going to be Dance Row. Now, Dance Row was played once earlier today, and we saw a near PFC from Nick Asian, if I remember correctly, if not a PFC. Now, Dance Row is a pretty technical song. It's probably one of the harder ones that can appear in round 2, but definitely not the hardest.
No, by no means. I think it probably is a little bit underrated as far as its difficulty, but it's... I did have some trouble with it, but not as much as like the Angel's Message, for example.
Right.
There are definitely harder songs that we could be contending with here. It'll be interesting to see if a song with a lower difficulty cap might play in HedgeWizard's favor a little bit, because it seems like Metalman is coasting through a lot of these songs with basically no misses anyway. So, and HedgeWizard is sort of falling below the margins a little bit. And maybe an easier song would allow HedgeWizard to more effortlessly clear full combo, which would be a huge boost to his score over, say, Metalman, who isn't going to see a great difference in score if no misses are happening.
Yeah. For HedgeWizard, he's definitely going to want to try to get those easier charts like a New Dawn and Bridgetronics in the round 2 pool.
Are you ready?
He's going to want those round 1 to 2 crossovers, the 29s. Now, Dance Row is a 29 on the spreadsheet. However, I do believe Dusara has rated it in the 30s. So there are people out there who debate that this song is actually harder than Believe. I do believe that may be the case. It's very tap heavy, very beat hold heavy. Something that the base game doesn't really do a lot of, even XD, is beat holds. A lot of custom charters have found them to be an interesting way of increasing their difficulty.
And we have seen misses on every complex beat hold section. So it's important to note that not only does this song have beat holds, but it also uses those beat holds, it nests complex patterns within those beat holds. We saw this a little bit in round 1 with the Mirai Sekai charts, where you have like complex patterns of spins, taps and matches nested within a single beat hold. This chart has more complex beat holds and more frequently nested within those beat hold patterns. And we're seeing HedgeWizard struggle greatly with those beat hold sections. He's currently about 5,000, 6,000 points behind already, having missed almost every complex beat hold section. And for those of you who aren't very familiar with the game outside of the base game, what I mean by complex beat hold section is if you recall the... looks like we have a dropout. HedgeWizard out.
And he's quit. That is immediate disqualification, even if he was winning, I do believe. He's also left the player's den. He's just quit, which is a little unprofessional, a little unsportsmanlike. It's not very cool to just quit out like that. We saw earlier today Eevee failed out of 2 of their charts, but they still stayed in and played. it doesn't reflect very good on you, in my personal opinion, to quit out like that.
No, well, we have Metalman's victory lap. It's no longer a matter of score. Metalman will advance to the round of 8 next week, Saturday.
And we will be seeing Metalman in the quarterfinals versus, if I remember correctly, which I don't. Whoops. I just don't remember what he's. I don't.
Is he facing off against the winner of? I
think it's the winner of the next matchup, which I believe is going to be. It's going to be Judge versus the winner of Prague versus G4.
G4.
Yes, Prague versus G4 will be the next match, and the winner of that will play Judge.
All right, yeah, I think that's the setup. I don't think there's going to be any bracket rearranging that happens between the round of 16 and round of 8. So if the bracket is just going to be a normal advancement setup, then yeah, Metalman will be facing off against any of Judge, Programmatic, or G4. All players who are by no means they're very competent players in their own right. G4 and Programmatic in particular have spent a good amount of time in the top 30 at various different points in the game's history. I believe Prague and G4, or at least G4, is still top 30 on the base game leaderboard. Metalman himself has peaked at, I think, 6th place. I don't think he's there right now, but the highest that Metalman has placed on those leaderboards has been 6th place, especially when he was trading and vying for the exclusive 1.37 million club. He was the highest player that wasn't there alongside Darnock. I think he was actually 5th place then. It was a 4-player club.